I know the door. I'm out.
He's like, okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I'll do it. I know where the door is. Just let me do it.
Snake versus Ken. This is going to be very. I want to
rocket launcher versus one punch.
Run to the little commentators room. So I'll be back one.
That's funny.
The little commentators. Oh my gosh. Anywho, I do think Restaurant may have some problems going into this. I know he's expressed not knowing, or not, I don't want to say he doesn't know the matchup. I do feel as if he has experience in it. I guess he just is uneasy about it. I don't know, but I guess Ken's not the answer per se. But then again, he is still playing Ken, and he seems like the best pick for the situation out of the characters that I've seen him play, and that's unfortunate that stock was erased there. But I'm not sure that Ken can do as well as other characters against Snake. He can definitely hit hard and potentially erase the stock earlier than other characters can, but I'm not sure that Ken is go-to.
I feel like Ken can do it. It's just Ken just has to really go in for kills and really know how to land them. Like, for example, that interaction there, taking that stock off, and wow, that was so good. Really
Honestly.
good execution, very good execution. But I was gonna say, you know, like Ken can handle out Snake, especially focus attack being a big one. Wow,
Right.
such an early execution.
Yeah,
Ken, let me finish.
It's honestly been blow for blow for right now, and
Oh
it's
my
last
God.
Oh,
I was gonna say focus attack is actually a really strong tool for Ken, especially recovering back to avoid a lot of mishaps, especially from Nikita, which Restaurant was doing a lot of, saving him. So that's a really important tool in this matchup, and I feel that as long as Ken can maneuver around the projectiles and land combos to rack up damage, I feel that you know, Ken can actually take this game.
right. I do feel as if he can maneuver around some of the grenades and projectiles better, though. Because of the sole fact that
that was very unfortunate. Oh my God! And I did
Snake.
restaurant drift too to avoid the hitbox on that explosion, but they weren't horizontal enough.
Right. I do know that Ken has the Tatsu, which allows him to go through certain projectiles, but he has to be on the ground for that to happen. And so that can get kind of tough in terms of when he's using it in the air instead. Because, I mean, quite frankly, you're not always going to be on the ground. You're not guaranteed to always be on the ground when you're using certain moves, especially in Smash. You kind of have to just time it or use it when you can when you're on the ground. But at the same time, like, once again, you're not guaranteed to always be on the ground. But I'm gonna see if we get exchange out of Restaurant, but I'm not quite sure. Will. Not quite sure.
I am curious to see what stage they're going to take this next to. Because to be honest, if it's going to be pretty... I feel like, though, Pokemon Stadium was pretty neutral for both.
Definitely.
But I'm not too sure if they were to switch to a triplat stage style. That could be difficult for Ken to handle, I feel. Because then that gives Snake a lot more room for... projectile potential, I feel. But I want to say staying on Pokemon Stadium probably for this entire set is probably the best option.
Right. I do agree with that, because it's, like you said, it's more neutral, and I feel as if PS2, despite it being chosen most of the time, it's still a stage that's neutral to the majority of the cast, in my opinion. Though there are characters who can do exceptionally well in comparison to others on stages like PS2. I guess the first example that comes to mind, even though it's kind of biased, is Joker. And it's been like done before, like the way that a player like MKLeo utilizes it. He utilizes the placement of the platforms to just set up kills and just get it consistently. But while we're on the topic of platforms and PS2, we're on Kalos instead, and things aren't looking. Oh, I'm not sure how both players would fare per se.
Okay, so apart from this first stock being deleted rather quickly, I really feel as though nice catch in the grenade, but I really feel as though I thought like Final Destination or something this sort was going to be a good pick for Ken, and just the fact that he went to Kalos League where he also has these two edge platforms just in case he needs to hold some grenades. So I feel as though it's quote unquote the perfect counter pick for him as he leads two of AV's stops.
Yeah, and Restaurant just pulling up a huge lead. Still at 3 stocks, 118%. AV down to 1 stock, and Restaurant's definitely playing a lot more close quarters and aggressive. And I love that they're capitalizing. The minute that Snake does try to draw out a grenade, that's the time they approach in. And I feel that that's probably the most optimal timing too, because then it forces AV to kind of switch up the game plan that they had intentionally. And that is unfortunate on Restaurant's part. They were anticipating Nikita to hit them for the focus attack, but unfortunately that did not happen.
Right.
Using an entire focus attack and just dropping straight to the bottom of the classroom. But
yeah, I guess he used the full extent of it and didn't have enough time to recover. Instead,
pretty unfortunate actually.
And just like that, he is just 1 stock away from potentially being evened up with AV, though he does have the potential to wrap things up if he racks up enough damage and just
a good combo could be the end of this match right now.
Right.
Alright, and there it is. Restaurant landing that Shoryuken. Wow. Yeah, this could be anybody's game right now. And this is what I'm talking about. Losers, don't sleep on losers. Like, we'll probably see these matches go back to back. Like, that's a dramatic difference from game 1. Alright, let's see if they're gonna stick to this stage or if we're gonna go back onto Pokemon Stadium, but definitely Kalos was all in favor for Restaurant.
Yeah, definitely for sure. I mean, we've seen AV play exceptionally well on Kalos before, but it was under different circumstances.
And against different characters.
Yeah, against different, and that falls under different circumstances as well. Ken is just more suited to deal on that stage against Snake, I feel, because he does have the platforms as well, and then on top of that, it gives Snake a problem where he isn't going to be able to kill Ken as quickly as he would have been on PS2, because the blast zones are at the max that they can be, and, well, it's going to be a tougher time, especially with as much space as there is on Kalos. You can just run around and move around the field that AV's put up, but that's not to say that Snake couldn't do well in it.
True. I agree. But it looks like I'll be surprised if we get a character switch. That's what I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
I'd be very surprised actually. Especially at this point in. I feel as though these guys are sticking with the guns they've been carrying throughout the entire tournament. I really want to know what stage they're working on right now. What stage is what process are they going through right now? What stage are we? It just really make or break the game right.
Oh, well. I guess we got a little tease of which stage we're going to in the chat.
Yeah, huh.
Oh. Someone's tilted.
Unintended, because oh boy, oh boy.
Yikes.
Oh, okay. This seems to be a popular pick in really really tense situations, especially if a game got too close. All right, so again here we're on Lila. It seems that AV is comfortable on this stage.
I feel like AV is very comfortable pulling out the Lilac Cruise on people.
Definitely.
And from the reaction we saw inside the chat, I do not think that people are very comfortable again taking a Lilac.
Right. I mean, it has been commonly been questioned why bring it back, but at the same time, I guess it's, in a sense, it's needed, but at the same time, it's kind of not. You know, it is a triplat stage.
The legal stage in Super Smash Brothers Melee. Then I feel as though this stage is perfectly fine.
That's true. I do admit that the slanted edges can be a problem from my experience playing on it at a time, but even the background can even get kind of bad in certain situations, especially playing against like someone with Snake, where if you're playing at the camera zoomed in like so, and the grenade is placed at the edge or something, then you can't really see it unless you're looking like really hard at you know, the ground. But you're not really going to be looking at the ground. You're going to be watching your opponent and watching yourself, the moves that you make, and just other factors in case your character's playing like someone like Duck Hunt, where you have to worry about can or something like that. So
yeah, because I noticed, especially with C4 placements, it becomes incredibly hard to keep track of, especially with the constant camera shifting. So Snake can kind of plant a C4 during a camera shift, and if you're not paying too much attention, it's kind of hard to tell, you know, like where they placed it. Like for example, I didn't know the C4 was in that middle platform.
right.
You know, and AB was anticipating Restaurant to go there too. So like, it's.
I didn't even know there was a C4 there. That probably would have caused me slipping.
Right. Like honestly, like that is insane. That is so insane.
He literally crouched for like 5 to 10 seconds and then snuck in an up tilt for a kill.
Yep. He's like, I'm gonna
really
get you.
using this stage to his advantage, bro.
I'm gonna get you. That's what he
AB
said. Look at him.
AB holding up a strong game too. And you know what? What AB is doing is actually pretty smart. I'm not gonna lie with the crouching, because not only are they crouch walking, they're also abusing the slopes as well too. So it makes it a little tricky for Restaurant to kind of approach in for options there, because with those slopes, it unintentionally shifts Snake's hurt box.
Oh, did he get?
Yeah, bro. He honestly
gave up.
Yeah.
He gave up. I don't blame him. Snake won 155%. Like,
let's talk about how the dash attack whiffed because Snake was too low and his hurt box was out of the way.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. The slopes shifted up his hurt box a bit. He couldn't land any hits. It becomes a really frustrating situation. And just overall, like that stage, that's definitely AV stage. I will say that. That's definitely AV
definitely.
stage.
It's definitely facts.
Listen, I don't know if Restaurant is able to win this next match and it's AV's counterpick once again. I don't know what stage they're gonna go to, but I'm almost positive we know what stage is getting banned this time around. Like, there's no question about it. AC and Lilac Cruz again.
Yeah, that just got banned. I'm convinced. Anyway,
That man literally was his spin kick and flew off the stage. He's like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore.
yeah. So ban Lilat, right?
This man literally crouched my dash attack.
Yeah. That's so tough. That is so tough. I wouldn't mind seeing a Yoshi's Island coming out though. I think that's the right stage. Yoshi's Island, Yoshi's Story, the melee one. I think it's Yoshi's Island. I wouldn't mind seeing it, but at the same time, it kind of could be bad for Ken, considering that that's the closest to Smash. I mean, the Blast Zone. Sorry, the Smash Zones. Sorry, but yeah, the Blast Zones can be. It kind of would be bad, but at the same time, it could potentially be good.
Both of these characters have really hard hitting moves to kill early, so
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Story would be good.
Blast zones are scarier for both, but If Restaurant's combo game manages not to falter, then I feel as though it would be a better stage for him. And any stage with smaller blast zones would be just better for him. Because he'd be able to even earlier kills on Snake.
Right.
Yeah, they're really trying to figure out. I'm pretty sure that they're trying to figure out what stage is optimal. And we have the character switch to Donkey Kong. Okay, this is interesting here.
Was not expecting him to pull out the Donkey Kong. So we're gonna get to see this in action. Seeing it all day. I don't know if he played it anywhere else in bracket, but this is going to be his first showing of Donkey Kong on stream.
DK. Donkey Kong is here. DK. Donkey Kong.
Definitely here. And we're back on Kalos.
Oh, Donkey Kong and Kalos.
So if he was gonna go Kalos, he should have just stuck with it. But
You know, this is not...
the
Oh, sorry.
I feel as if Donkey Kong's kind of bad against Snake for this sole reason in terms of percentage. At the same time, Donkey Kong is hard to kill because he's on the heavier side of the cast, but he is, you know, a heavy, so he's gonna be susceptible to these grenades and these blasts that are going on. But that banana jammer, as I call it, did connect and even things up roughly, just about.
And a little bit, but this is still gonna be a very tough match for Restaurant. This is still gonna be very tough for Restaurant to finish off this stock right now, because now he's stuck in the Nikita pressure once again, and based on what I've been seeing, it looks like he doesn't have. Wow.
Ooh, he might get out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
but like you said,
it looks like he doesn't have much option. He has to outplay the Nikita in order to get back into the actual fight.
Yeah, and he's actually, ooh, what is this percent that I'm looking at? But yeah, anything kills at that rate.
And it is.
Oh, yeah.
Finally, the stock is finally cleaned up. So, wow. Able to live for 240% against Snake.
See, now, if Restaurant can kind of keep up that survivability and actually, you know,
stocks, then we have
finishing stocks,
this
yes.
is gonna be a finished stock, definitely.
Ooh, and I love that cargo finisher. And I was gonna say, like, this stage is not a bad pick for Donkey Kong in terms of kill, especially for cargo. And I feel that, especially since Kalos doesn't have an underside, you know, cargo becomes a little bit scary in this matchup here. But I feel like if Restaurant kind of keeps up their survivability and executes high damage moves and tries to execute kills that way, I feel like they can take this game, but unfortunately they are taking a lot of damage in before they're able to actually land a hit on AV here. So
the Nikita pressure is genuinely tough for him, but do much just now, but he went for it. This is bad. This is dangerous.
Honestly, it's not looking too good, but he still can bring it back. It's not out of the realm of possibility per se. It's just a matter of if and when, I believe.
Every time Restaurant ends up off stage, the Nikita show, and I see the Nikita start to come out, I'm just like, oh Lord, not. That was a nice conversion.
Yeah, it really was.
that was very good. Picking up that structure, but that is wow.
When though?
That was fast.
Yeah,
That was fast.
Was